This is Sean from HZad Education, and today we're going to talk about the power of desire. HZad Education, this channel is your center, and that's why called the coaching central for all your needs regarding positivity training and regarding, of course, our English lessons. But today we're going to focus on positivity and talk about desire. Desire is the #1 thing where people start their journey of becoming rich and successful. In fact, a lot of successful people you see out there, when you hear these seminars, you hear people talk about wealth and how they got there. Everybody, almost everybody, I'm pretty sure actually everybody, 100% of the successful people talk about desire. They all talk about having an ambition, a goal that pushed them to their limits, and that desire shaped up everything around them. So, for example, for myself, this house, the luxuries that I have, and the company that I have, everything that I have and own, I owe it to desire. And desire is the starting force of you doing everything you want in order to make that desire a reality. Now, let's talk about the 3 things as to why desire helps to really convince people that it works. First of all, if you go around and check the statistics, everybody talks about the 1%, right? 1% people are the richest, 99% are not. And the same thing happens in every place. If you look at your schooling, there was always a group of 3 or 4 successful students in your class, and everybody else was average or below. Same thing in your company. There are some high achievers, some great salesmen, everybody else is at the bottom. This is the case everywhere. And the reason is, if you go out there and ask the student, what do you want to do in school? What do you want to achieve? What is your desire? If you ask the salesman, what do you want to achieve? What is your desire? And if you ask any normal person out there, what is your desire in life? Ask them. I know this because I ask people. And 99% of the times, you are faced with a blank stare. That's why there is no result in 99% of the population. But 1%, or you can say 1 to 3% of the population has an answer. And they tell you very specifically, this is my desire, I want to make this much money, or I want to achieve this success, I want to be this person in this field by this time. The 1 to 3% people who know this, they are very specific because their whole lives are based on this desire. So the first thing why this kind of thing is found common and why this helps people is because when you desire something, you first of all have some self-respect. Everybody has that. Even though if you don't think about it, you have something where you look at the mirror and you wanna fulfill every promise that you made to yourself. You owe yourself everything that you have promised yourself to do. So if I say today that by next year I'm gonna make $2 million, and it's the next year, and I look at myself in the mirror and I just made $20,000, I'm gonna be embarrassed. I'm gonna have a little shame for myself, and that will push me more the next year. Now I'm gonna take it seriously because I see how I look at myself in the mirror and how guilty I feel. But that's why if I desire something, if I say I'm gonna make $2 million, now I have a personal responsibility. And that's why I'm gonna push myself. I'm gonna try to find ways to make that possible. And guys, when you desire, when you dream big. If you dream big and people make fun of you, it's even better. There are a lot of people who say this, and I truly believe in this. The goals you make in life, if they don't excite you and scare you at the same time, they're not big goals. So they should be scary. They should be big goals. In fact, when people do laugh at your goals, it's the greatest thing ever. I think it was Winston Churchill who said, you don't have to stop at every single dog that barks in your way, right? So when a lot of people criticize you and tell you that you're not worth it, don't listen to them. Just focus on your goals. And that is something where you set a high goal. You set a high desire. So you set a big target, okay? And the reason I'm telling you is because the first 5 years of my business, my desire was to have a lot of students, and my desire was only, make thousands and have students sign up. I'm gonna train them, they're gonna pay, and I'll have more students. That's all I desired, and that's exactly what I achieved in the first 5 years of my business. However, in the recent years, especially the last couple of years, I've had the desire to make a lot more. And I've had the desire to not just teach myself, but to have this expand as a global brand and to reach out to more people, help more people, and at the same time, as a businessman, make a lot of money. The level of the desire I had for the properties I wanted, the investments I wanted, the amount of money I wanted to make every month, and every luxury that I wanted, I just dialed it up. I said, let's go big. And I wouldn't call it a miracle because I know that it's scientific. When you desire something, all of the things around you start to happen. So now when I desired that, I started thinking big. I said, okay, my desire is a few $1 million. So what do I need to do to achieve that? I thought, okay, let's franchise my business. Let's grow it on social media. Let's market it to corporate companies. I changed my steps and procedures completely. And that resulted in big revenues corresponding to what I desired. So what you desire, your steps will change accordingly. If your desires are small, you will definitely have small steps and you will achieve that small desire. Life is big. You have 60 years or so to work, more to live, especially if you're living in Canada. We have a long life expectancy. However, in this time, you can achieve anything you want. It's just how big the desire is. It's going to result in the same amount of effort and the same amount of results. So have big desires for yourself as something that you owe to yourself. Number 2 is the power of desire when you have it. Now, okay, if I have the desire to make millions of dollars, I know as a teacher I cannot make millions. No teacher makes that. I need to hire a group of teachers. I need to hire talented teachers. I need to do marketing, and I need to expand this as a big brand. So we do some YouTube marketing. There are some YouTube ads we do. Okay. Now, when I got into YouTube ads, who did I contact? A lot of marketers, right? I contacted this marketer A, marketer B, and different marketing companies. Now, because my desire is high, people around me start to notice. And this is number 2, the influence you're going to have on people around you. You don't need to tell them that my desire is $1 million or $1 billion. People know. People know your energy. So now these marketing companies, they are not just coaching me on YouTube ads. All of a sudden, suggestions start to appear. So, Mr. Cheyenne, how about we do this Facebook marketing? Mr. Cheyenne, how about we talk to this company and we can do this other thing, which is better than YouTube ads, and so on. So when I show others where my level is, where my energy is, what my goal is, others start to notice and they give you opportunities. These are opportunities you don't even think about, but they come to you. Similarly, you guys know this, when you show passion at your work, you don't have to tell your employer that you're passionate or you really want something. Employers notice it themselves. They see your excitement, they see your passion, and they know that you're the next in line for the promotion. They know you're the next in line for a raise, and they give you more opportunities because people sense energy. When you walk in a room and people say, this guy has positive vibes, this guy is very negative, you're not really even saying anything, but people notice that. Right? So the energy around you starts to change and opportunities come to you because people notice your desire level has gone up and you act differently when your desire and energy are different. Number 3, the third thing you need to do, and this is what one of my idols, Conor McGregor, the UFC fighter, he is truly my idol because he follows these rules and he is now a multimillionaire. He has more money than any other UFC fighter in the world, and he is the most recognizable fighter in the world. So the thing that he practices is telling people about your desire. This is very similar to point number 1. Point number 1 was you owe yourself a responsibility to fulfill what you have promised to yourself as a desire. Point 3 is you have an obligation to make yourself proud and authentic by fulfilling your desires because you told others. So if I tell everybody around me that in 5 years I'm going to be a billionaire, let me put this out on YouTube. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this practice right now. In 5 years' time, by 2026, I want to be a billionaire. Now I have done this practice right now in front of you guys. Okay, that's my promise. That's what I believe that I'm going to be. In 5 years' time, if I come back to this video and I'm not a billionaire, I'm going to be super embarrassed, right? And I'm taking this risk with my thousands of subscribers now. Thankfully to you guys, we're at 2,500 plus subscribers. So I'm taking this risk. And as this channel grows, more people will see this and they will laugh at me after 5 years. but I'm not going to let that happen. So my responsibility now is to prove to everybody that I can be a billionaire in 5 years. Similarly, if you go out there and tell your friends and family about your big goals, you put a Facebook status that I'm going to do this, I'm going to work on this journey. Now you have a huge responsibility and you owe it to everybody to prove yourself right. Otherwise, you're just someone who says a lot, talks a lot, but it's all noise. Okay? But by practicing this third step, you get under pressure, you get under stress, and that's good stress because now you're going to push yourself. And the crazy thing is, if you're not there all the way, you'll be at least 90%. This you wouldn't even achieve if you're not thinking about it. You wouldn't even be 1%. Okay, so guys, try those 3 things about desire. This is what I've practiced, and it has resulted in a lot of fortunes in my life. And so is the same case with others, a lot of successful people around there. I hope this advice helps. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment and ask me. My email is always in the description as well. And if you like this video, if you feel that I have added any value in your learning about desire and about this great essence of the universe, desiring and getting results, please do feel free to subscribe and share this video with your friends and family. Until next time, this is Sean, and I'll talk to you very soon. Take care, guys.